Gustin is a fashion brand that uses crowdsourcing to line up supply and demand for every product. And this reduces waste and creates lower prices for you at home. And today I have a pair of their vintage army Selvedge Denim jeans, and I'm gonna be trying them with 9 different cowboy boots so you can see if this jean is gonna be right for you. Let's get into it.
I'm just here to connect ya, and then I'll be on my way.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and also like and comment down below. It took me a minute to kind of understand what Gustin was going for with the way that they sell their products. It's all on a crowdfunding basis. They don't have a bunch of products just hanging out in a warehouse someplace. They basically want to know the demand, and when they reach it, they'll make it for you, which means shipping might take a little bit longer, but it also means that usually prices are a little cheaper. And prices do change from time to time on their website. They often have 2 prices, like a crowdfunding price and just the regular price of the product itself. So be sure to check their website for the most current prices at any one time. And they make some really cool products too. This is their vintage army Selvedge Denim. So let's get right into it and start by breaking down the details of this jean with the rundown. Yes, this is the Vintage Army Selvedge jean from Gustin. The color here is Vintage Army. It can appear different depending on the light that you're under. This is a 100% cotton Selvedge denim at 12.5 ounces. And they got a classic looking busted outseam with what they call a gold Selvedge ID, which looks pretty classy. I gotta be honest, that looks pretty cool. These jeans also feature a button fly and a hand-stamped leather patch in the back, and they are made in the USA. These jeans sit at the waist and they're straight through the seat and thigh. They got a good leg opening for boots too, around 15 to 16 inches. But each size has different proportions, so be sure to check their size chart at the website. There's also only 2 inseams for this jean. Sizes 29 to 33 have a inseam or length of 34, and then 34 onward have a length or inseam of 36. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, so I ended up with a 36 waist because I measured myself and paid attention to that chart on their website, and that means that the length is 36 inseam. And it's important to remember too, because Gustin does not do vanity sizes, so be sure to measure your waist before ordering. And I saw on the product page for these jeans that they recommend sizing up a little bit due to the fabric of these jeans. I didn't do that, I didn't notice that before, but I tried them on and they seemed to be fine. Maybe a little bit more snug than the 1968, but I think it'll be fine. They're still really comfortable and fit very well around the waist. Nevertheless, their recommendation is probably a good idea to follow. Now let's try on these jeans with 9 different kinds of cowboy boots. All right, let's kick things off with a roper boot. This is a Chisos King roper. It's ostrich there with a roper round toe, about a 1-inch heel, comes up about 8 inches tall, which is also ostrich up on the top. And I can definitely tell that these jeans are just a little bit shorter than the ones that I tried about a month ago, the 1968. So there is a size discrepancy like they mentioned. Maybe go one size up if you're a little bit concerned, but I like the fit around the waist. For me, it feels nice, kind of feels a little bit more snug around the thighs and around my waist here, which is okay, you know? I found that I've been wearing those other ones around quite a bit without washing them, and they do stretch out quite a bit. So I'm expecting the same thing here, and maybe it's not so like baggy as I wear them more and more like those 1968s are, which is fine. You gotta break in a pair of jeans like this before you wash them, and I'm expecting that to happen, so we'll see how it goes. Now let's try them cuffed. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did in the last Gustin video, stacked and cuffed. All right, here they are cuffed, and got that ostrich leather, as you can see. You know, one of the things I really like about these is that gold ID on that Selvedge denim. It's a nice little attention to detail. It's a little different, and it just kind of draws your eye to it a little bit more. And it's not a bad look, especially if we can match it to some of the leathers here later on. I like this look quite a bit. Now let's try it with a U-toe cowboy boot. All right, here we have a pair of U-toe cowboy boots, a black Hondo 2670 with a 2-inch heel and a 14-inch tall red top. These boots are also named after me. These are the Jeremiahs. And I like the color of these pants, and I could just see how they could change color depending on what light you're in, or appear to change color. They're not actually gonna change color. Maybe they will with time. I'm kind of excited to see how these fade and see what kind of colors are pulled out, both inside and outside, depending on the lighting. So these are gonna be a fun jean to see how they age and what they look like under different lighting. I really like the color here. Now let's try them cuffed. All right, here's the Hondo U-toe with the cuffed example. I like that little bit of gold. Gold and red kind of might be a little bit distracting, but it's a good look. And I hope I'm doing the cuff a little bit better. I don't usually do it, but in the last Gustin video, I kind of did quite a bit of cuffing, and you guys said we cuff our jeans, but only about an inch or so. So hopefully this is more on track with kind of what you guys do. Let me know in the comments if this is kind of the vibe that you were thinking. All right, now let's try them with a medium round toe. This is a JW Boot Company Ithaca boot. Love the color of this. It comes in at about 12 inches tall. They're a little dirty, but I just really like this color, and I was kind of feeling like this color pants would work well with the cognac color or the tan color boots. We saw it earlier with the ostrich Chisos, and I really like this look. I feel like the lighter we go here, the better it's gonna look with this vintage army color Selvedge Denim. Now let's try them cuffed. All right, here we go again with the cuffed view, this time with the medium round toe, and it's a pretty good look. I like it. It looks classic, especially with this classic looking boot. You know, these boots have a beautiful shape to them with that round heel counter down there, and I feel like it looks great with these jeans, especially when they're cuffed. Let me know what you guys think. Now let's try it with a J-toe. All right, here we have our J-toe example, or pointed round. This is another cognac color boot from BNV with about a 1 3/4 inch heel, comes up about 13 inches tall. This is my collab boot with BNV. And again, I can't stay away from this color boots with this color jeans. It works so well. I'm really digging how these two match together, and I think I'm just gonna keep doing it at every opportunity in this video, is like show you what a light color brown boot could look like with these almost olive brown pants that could look more like grayish green outside. So man, I dig this look. What do you guys think? Let me know. Now let's try them cuffed. All right, here we go with the J-toe example, this time cuffed. That's a really good look right there. I like how classic it looks. These are classic looking boots, and it looks classic when showing that gold ID for the Selvedge Denim on that busted side seam. It looks really cool. What do you guys think? Now let's try it with a snip toe. All right, here we have a snip toe example. This is a Cowtown ostrich boot, about a 1.5 inch heel, comes up about 12, 13 inches tall. And you know, it does look good with a darker brown boot too. You know, I can't complain about this. It looks good. And I really like the leg opening. It seems to cover up the tops of all of these boots while still showing off a lot of the boot. That's my thing. If you come here regularly, you hear me talk about that a lot. The leg opening makes a big difference. I don't like the leg opening sliding over the heel, but I like it to stop, stack, and show off the boots, right? I like to show off the heel. I like to show off the instep. Boots are beautiful. They should be showed off as much as possible. So I feel like this is a very nice leg opening for all of these boots so far. All right, here it is with the snip toe. And that gold ID there, I feel like it really works with these darker color boots in contrast with the kind of darker greenish army color pants and the darker brown boots. In contrast, I think that looks really good. So I'm kind of leaning towards maybe with darker boots, running that cuff there, and with lighter boots, maybe not, because it's almost clashy, you know? That's kind of my feeling so far. Even though that's such a minute little detail, I don't know, it's what I'm thinking about. And I don't really have anything else to talk about in this segment except for that. So let me know what you guys think. I like the look of the cuff with the dark brown. Now let's try it with a cutter toe. All right, here we have our cutter toe or narrow square toe option. This is a horsepower top hand 9500 boot with about 1.5 inch heel. Comes up about 12 inches tall, green tops. This is probably the one I was looking forward to pairing the most with this color. I really like the tan rough out, or what they call camel rough out, when paired with this color, this vintage army jean, and I think it looks great. I think it looks really cool, and it's a nice contrast between the light brown and the green, and you even have a little bit of green under there, and that almost matches in this light. It might not match in the sunlight, but it's a really cool combo. What do you guys think? This is something that I'll probably be rocking quite a bit. Let me know what you think. All right, here we got the cuff narrow square, and look at that combo. That's almost matching, don't you think? That's cool. I like that. Maybe that's kind of where I was going when I thought this color pant with this color boot and this texture boot. That's a cool look. I might have to do this quite a bit. That's awesome to kind of get close to the color of that gold ID with the Selvedge Denim to the color of this boot here. Nice. It's just the small details, right? It's the small details. All right, here we have our French toe or dress toe example. This is a Cayman belly Boulet 8509 boot, and it's got about 1.5 inch heel. It comes up about 12 inches tall, and it looks pretty good, you know? I'm still on my lighter brown boots, the better, with this vintage army color Gustin Selvedge Denim jean. I really like those lighter brown boots with these, but this isn't the worst thing in the world either. I mean, it works great with this boot. This is a boot that gets swallowed up by a lot of jeans, but it's doing great here, and it's really showing off a lot of the boots still. Now let's try them cuffed. All right, here we have the French toe with the cuffed example, and I think I'm sticking to my guns with that gold cuff on the darker brown boots. I like the look of it. I like the contrast. This Cayman one, that ostrich snip toe, I think it just looks cooler, and you know, it breaks it up a little bit between the pants and the boot, and I like that. I like that a lot. Now let's try these with a Buckaroo tall top style cowboy boot. All right, here's our Buckaroo style tall top example. This is a Hondo 3478 with about a 2¼ inch heel and a pretty hefty spur shelf on there. And this is what makes a Buckaroo right here, the tall top, 16 inches tall. These jeans do a good job covering all that up, stopping at that spur shelf and stacking. And that's the thing that I think we're probably gonna run into with these cuffed, is that spur shelf really juts out there. And you kind of need the stack if you're not gonna wear spurs, or else it's just gonna look a little goofy. But let's find out. All right, here's those tall top 3478s with a cuffed example, and because of that spur shelf there, like I mentioned in the last part where I wasn't wearing them cuffed, it's kind of showing quite a bit, and I'm not sure if I like that look, so maybe with these tall tops, it's just better to stack, you know what I'm saying? Now let's finish things off with a wide square toe double stitch welt. All right, let's finish things up with a wide square toe double stitch welt boot. This is an Ariat hybrid rancher, and it's got about 1.25 inch heel, comes up about 10 inches tall, and this is very practical look here. It's not the worst look, but I also don't think it's the best look. It's just sort of a whatever, let's get the job done today. That's what this look is. Now let's try them cuffed. All right, here we got the wide square toe with the cuff example. Looks cool. I like this a little bit better than the last one. Just because, like I mentioned before, this is a little bit darker of a boot, and that gold there, that gold ID, just really breaks it up between these pants and the boots, and I kind of like that. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me know what you guys thought of these combos down in the comments. I got links to these 527 Vintage Army Selvedge Denim jeans from Gustin down in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Gustin Vintage Army, I love it when they're on me. A little gold beneath the cuff, and they're made US tough. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching today. Why don't you check out this other Gustin video up here? Or I got a music video down here I think you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe up here, and I will see you next time. Peace. Have a good one.